I don't know if we're gonna be prepared for this one, you guys.
What?
Got a bathroom situation. It's not good. Wasn't pretty the other day. We mentioned this in passing when we were doing Sky's Drive-Thru Surprise yesterday, that Sky was having a little bit of stomach issues because she went through that 7-day juice cleanse.
Right.
And then she's slowly introducing food back into her regular diet. Well, she decided to try adding some spices to her food.
Yeah.
And that did not work out.
No.
And what happened afterwards is a lot.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 Podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered. Except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
I honestly don't know where we're going to go with this story. I do know that Sky showed up to work yesterday with a full bottle of Pepto.
Been
in
there,
her purse.
honey.
See,
Not in my purse, though.
Yeah.
In my pocket.
Yeah. See, I've never been there. I mean, clearly we've all had stomach issues, but I've never been to the point where I'm like, I don't feel safe leaving the house without a full bottle of Pepto-Bismol.
You got the runs?
I just,
Ew.
it was one of those things that came in waves. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you'd feel like you were better, but then like 20 minutes later,
Splattertown.
if you were far away from the bathroom, that's a bad.
You might not make it.
No, that's a bad scene.
When I want to say about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I remember because it was the day before Tiger Woods won the Masters again. So I think that was 2018.
Random. Okay.
I know because I was at a ranch with my fiance, and all of a sudden I started to feel like, ooh, I feel weird, like nauseous. And I went home and I got so fucking stomach sick. It was throwing up, shitting my brains out,
Oh, no.
sweating. And then you'd feel better. Like, okay, that's over with. And then like slowly it would start to come back, and you're just, it's the worst, dry heaving. So I know exactly what this guy's talking about here.
I don't
guys.
know that she was doing any of
Oh,
that. I mean, you
God.
weren't throwing up.
Yeah.
The worst.
Honestly, I feel like I would have thrown up, but like I felt my stomach turning bad, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be bad. So I quickly took some Pepto, and then probably like 2 minutes later, I had to run to the bathroom, and legit, like everything Thor described. Like I don't know if I've had this experience in a while. Like, so I'm in there.
You just ate a little bit of spice. What the fuck, Sky?
My body clearly felt like it was too much, or I don't know, like because it felt like food poisoning because it was that dramatic on my body, but I ate the same things my family ate, and nobody.
Well, we hear how you cook, so it could
I
be
know.
that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I'm not cooking meat, so it's kind of harder to poison your family when you don't have
guess.
meat in there, you know? So, and nobody else got sick. It was
Yeah.
just me, and I was the only one who had this like super spicy trail mix, you know, and my body was like rejecting it as soon as I was eating it.
TNT, man.
Like seriously, I immediately got like the hiccups, like I was an old person. I can't eat spicy, but whatever. So I take the Pepto because I'm like, oh, I'm going to be really sick right now, and I don't know which end it's going to come out of. Like I don't know. All I know is that like it's like a volcano before it explodes. Who knows how that thing works?
You're about to erupt.
I am about to erupt.
Pure lava coming out of your ass.
Like that, dude, okay.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'll never forget that day.
Okay, can we not talk about your experiences
Yeah, it's
anymore?
I'll
just
never
so
forget
gross.
that day.
Okay.
So I go, you know, this is all gonna be fucking TMI. So just
No,
heads up,
I don't
people.
know if I can
okay.
handle this.
Me neither.
So I go in there and I sit down and I'm like, okay, this is, you know, not gonna be pretty. But I get the first wave out. But it's to the point where I also feel like I'm gonna throw up. So I take the trash can, which is like on the side of our little toilet, and I move it in front of me in between
Oh
my legs.
God, I'm honestly getting sick hearing this.
Yeah.
Is that because she was using a trash can, which is basically a sex toy in your world?
Oh, you want to
That's
fuck
a
it?
really
Is
great
that
Is
right?
that what you
First
mean?
of
That's
all,
the
Is that what you
first
mean?
of all,
That
not
is
Is
the
that what
first
you
thing.
mean?
First of all, not true.
That's the first thing I
First
thought
of all,
about.
not
Yeah, I
true.
know,
Oh,
right?
really? That's the first thing you thought
Bathroom
about?
trash
Yeah, when she said
can.
bathroom trash can.
Is basically a sex toy for Thor.
That's not true.
Nope.
He would never throw up in a place where he.
Yes, I have.
would put
I have
his
thrown up in a
lover.
trash can
He would
before.
never
His
put.
lover, his lover's house. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
He doesn't like it. He
It
doesn't
wasn't a
like
trash bag.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a garbage can.
It is.
It was a bin that was next to the toilet that was empty.
You put garbage in.
That's not true.
That is a
I
fact.
never put anything in it, actually.
Oh,
It was just
Never.
a decoration.
Is that right?
A
It was
decoration.
Is that right?
It was decoration.
Nice try,
Weird.
bro.
Never used it.
Nice try. So I don't know what we're doing, but I got to bring the trash can in front of me because I got to be prepared. But now I feel like the Pepto is like a cork, and it's stopping it from coming up. It's not stopping it from going the other way, but it's stopping it from coming up, right? So I'm past the first wave, and then I wait a couple minutes. I know it's not safe to leave, right? I've already flushed like 3 fucking times at this point.
Oh,
right?
God, that's
Sky.
disgusting.
I mean, we all
Is
know
that
what's
something we
going on.
needed to know to
We
the
all
story?
know what's
Is it all
going
just
on.
juice?
Okay.
Actually, fucking is.
It's very liquidy. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude.
Well, you asked. You asked,
Oh,
bro.
God.
Yeah, think about it. She's not putting anything solid except for the fucking trail mix.
Right, seriously. So I'm like, okay, hopefully I got it out and I'm good, right? Well, all of a sudden I feel that second wave start coming. But the second wave is like worse. Now all of a sudden I'm feeling I'm really going to throw up, and I feel the sweat coming like
yeah.
Thor's talking about. And I don't know what to do because I am now like sitting with like my arms out because I'm sweating so much. So I say, fuck it. On the toilet, take all my clothes off.
Been there.
You're naked.
I am butt naked
100% have done that.
with like sweat dripping from my face, dripping off my tits. Like sweat is
Yeah.
dripping
Oh.
everywhere. Okay.
When I got sick that day, like 2 years ago.
You had sweat drip off your tits?
Yep. And
See,
and
it happens.
I remember I was so miserable. I was just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And I was taking off my fucking clothes.
Yes.
And I'm sitting on the toilet naked, throwing
Yeah.
up and shitting at the same time. And I'm just like, oh, God, help me.
Yeah,
Begging
yeah.
God to help me.
Yeah. So I'm not a religious person, so I'm not begging
So you're
God.
not saying, who are you asking for help?
This is what I'm doing.
Boo!
Toilet Buddha.
No, this is,
Boo! Allah!
Allah.
this is exactly what I'm doing. That's the noise I am making over.
Very dramatic.
I'm like,
my God.
Oh my
moaning.
God.
I'm
What
like,
are
Oh my
what's
God.
your kids or your daughters hearing you?
right. Okay.
She's
Well,
probably terrified.
I know.
well, luckily I know she's probably not hearing me because she's on the iPad. She's got her earbuds in. Like she's probably not hearing anything.
Your husband goes, Loveland, where's mom? Oh, she's shitting her brains out on the toilet. Puts her headphones back on.
So annoying.
Right. So I don't know where the hubby is. I don't know if he's in the garage. I don't know if he's near the bathroom. Like, I don't know where this guy is at this point, but I am miserable. Okay. And I've now been in there probably for like a half hour. I'm naked. I'm drenched in sweat.
The naked thing. I feel like I'd want to keep my clothes on if I was sweating, like to catch the sweat.
Oh, you have
Oh,
a
it'd be
sweat
weird,
like this, girl.
dripping down. Yeah.
You've
I
never
don't
been
know.
on the toilet this miserable before?
I have, but not to the point where I believe I remember sweating profusely and like wanting to take my clothes off, I guess.
Yeah, I don't ever remember having to get naked to be on the toilet.
Maybe it's
I don't
just
think
I've been
Okay, you
so
either?
I've
I've
been
had
so
bad stomachs.
the food poisoning was it was the worst I've ever had in my life, and I was like sweating so much, and like I just was like I just kicked my boxer briefs away.
You're an inhuman sweater. I mean,
Yeah,
I've
you-
never
Yeah.
seen
That's true.
anybody
I
sweat
was
like
oh God,
It was a lot. So that's
I
where
feel
I'm
you,
at.
sister.
And now we're like, it's been a while, and I feel like I'm empty. Whether it's come out one end or I have sweat it all out, I am like legit dehydrated,
Yeah.
and my stomach hurts, and all I want in the world is a glass of water, but I'm not fucking getting off the toilet. So that's when I think about it, and I go, can I allow my husband to see me in this shape? Because he's the only person right now who can save me with a glass of water. But he's my husband. He like needs to still have sex with me and find me attractive. Can I have this man bring me a glass of water right now?
You need water that bad?
Oh,
I
Thor.
mean,
I needed it. And it would help me because I started dry heaving like crazy. So it would help me just throw up a little bit more. But like you got to do the maneuver where it's cracked a tiny bit and they just stick their hand in because I couldn't have my girlfriend at the time see me like this.
Okay, so you would not have had your girlfriend see you like it.
She came
She
by
would sneak it in.
and she snuck it with like the
just like throw
the
you a
hand.
bottle of water. I mean, I might understand that, but like bringing me a glass of water.
need a
like,
glass of
ugh,
water.
dude.
What
no.
about just like using the sink
I can't get off the toilet. I'm not getting
I
off
don't.
the toilet.
I feel like that'd be like that would get me through
You
until
would-
I can get up on my own and get myself a glass,
You
like a
would
glass of water.
nakedly hobble to the sink and drink out of the
How
sink.
big is this bathroom? I mean, I gotta walk across,
Do you remember?
acreage to get to the sink.
It's not acreage.
Do you
but-
remember the picture of A-Rod on the toilet in New York City?
Yeah.
Remember how giant his bathroom was?
Yeah.
That's small compared to Sky's
Right.
bathroom.
See, my
you know?
bathroom's like from where I am to
could
Eddie.
re-
Like,
you
sit-
Yeah, you could reach.
like I literally put my
You
hand
could
like
reach
this.
it.
Put your
So
mouth
I
over.
actually could.
Right. Sky has to ask the person that's in there handing out
the
mints.
attendant?
Yeah, the attendant that
Oh.
works there.
And why
There's
didn't
no
the attendant bring you
Yeah.
water?
No
Attendant.
attendant in my bathroom. I do not have an attendant.
What
And
did
By
they
water,
think?
I mean Dom Perignon.
Yeah.
okay, really? Really?
Help me, Javier.
Gustavo,
Okay.
Gustavo.
Really?
water.
Okay. Stop it.
How do your people say it? Agua.
Really?
Gustavo.
Stop it.
Gustavo's sitting there in horror with a towel around his arm.
The sounds
watching.
coming out of there.
Crying.
Sounds. The visual.
Oh, yeah. I was crying.
Please let me leave, Miss Sky.
No, you will suffer like me.
Oh, I don't know anyone named Gustavo.
Gustavo.
No, this is not true. This is not true at all.
Please.
It's all made up. All made
Bring
up.
me the family cloth.
The
Gustavo.
family cloth. We don't use a family cloth, you creep. So, what is worse? Me being dehydrated right now on the toilet, or my husband seeing this fucking scene,
I think we know.
Yeah.
the dehydration.
No,
So I
no,
had my
get
husband
outta
bring
here.
me. I had my husband bring me a glass of water as I'm nakedly.
You didn't do the crack the door open hand?
I mean,
He can't read. He's not
Oh, that's a good
fucking
point.
Mr. Fantastic, dude.
Oh, really?
He can't
It's such a
stretch his
big
arm that
bathroom.
big. I mean,
Okay.
he's got to take an ATV to get her in the toilet. I mean, it's
normal.
She
ATV.
screams for him to help. He just yells out, "What about Gustavo?"
Gustavo, go pick up the boo in the golf cart. The bathroom golf cart.
Bathroom golf cart.
Hurry now, Gustavo.
Stupid. So he did. You could tell he like wanted to check on me and
Yeah.
give me sympathy, but at the same time was like disgusted
Oh,
and was
can't even
trying to
imagine.
like block it from his mind. So he brought me the glass of water. When I
By the way, my wife would rather die.
she
would rather die
have you
be
walk in?
dead than have me walk in and help her
Yeah.
in any sort of way.
really
Yes, she is not okay with me ever seeing her on the toilet. Ever.
ever.
Haley's the same way. My fiance, I can't even like. I've had girlfriends before where like if we were together and they're peeing and the door's open. I can't even see Haley pee on the toilet.
No,
it freaks
me
her
either.
out.
Really?
Doesn't want me to ever.
Deborah's
If she,
bathroom is very
Yeah.
private.
she throws
Very
up, the
private.
door's closed. I go, "Hey, do you need anything?" Because she's throwing up, and she goes, "No, get away. I don't want you to hear anything."
When we were first dating
Oh, wow.
before
Yeah, it's
we
weird.
got married,
Yeah.
Deborah had one time she got drunk, so drunk that she was throwing up.
Yeah.
And we were dating, but we were sleeping at each other's places, and I took her. I was taking care of her, so I took her over to her place, and I was just gonna spend the night, make sure she was okay.
Yeah.
She wanted me to leave because she didn't want me to see her in that state, throwing up on
Yeah.
the toilet.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, she's very private,
Yeah.
very proper in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Whereas you,
Just like me.
you
Just
smeared
like me.
shit all over
I
the
have
place
smeared
and
it.
arcade
I'm not-
with the boo coming in
No.
because you desperately need your water.
Dehydrated.
Yeah, I mean that is gross, guy.
Yeah, so he brought me the water
Did
when
he-
I finally what?
Did he like put? I feel like if I was gonna do that and bring my fiance Robert something, like I would put something over my face to go in,
I never saw the
like so I didn't have to smell anything.
I never saw the front of his face. He did like Thor said, like the arm and like the back of the head.
He couldn't look at you.
Yeah, because he could like legit couldn't look at
He
me.
couldn't look at this naked woman sitting on the toilet
Yeah.
sweating.
Yeah.
sweating and shitting
Yeah.
at the same time.
So after
Oh.
that all wrapped up and thankfully finally passed, I went out of the bathroom and he said, "How are you?" And I said, "I think I'm okay." And we have not spoke of it since.
Yeah,
Wow.
you can't.
No, we will never speak
Yes.
of that.
And the worry about him not ever having sex with you
Yeah.
again is not a worry. I mean,
Yeah.
you could have shit on your face and he'd probably still have sex with you. He's crazy.
Yuck.